Hi, what's up guys? I will talk about the skill one by one and then blessing and Glyph. So for warrior, this build will focus on 1000 Trial Master. Like last time I limit draw blade, but now the name is 1000 Trial Master, and this is towering Glyph, and the purple Glyph is what? Cloud top. I will call it purple Glyph. The name is so weird. So this is your main damage dealer. So when you use your this called two stone, like when you play this build, you don't get into black blade unless you misclick your towering Glyph, because towering Glyph will use all your stone. You take away your living rock and you'll become a black blade. So as a warrior, you don't want to get into this state. Sometimes I misclick, like I click it too fast, like when I'm using purple Glyph, I press too fast or double press it, and then I will, when you came out, it will become black blade. I always do it when I was like leveling or doing dungeon. Sometimes I just press too fast. So all this is the only thing to take note. And Dragon Strike, with this old Jade Moist, your Dragon Strike is your damage over time. This damage is not high, but this damage over time have to combine with Frenzy, the 1000 Trial. So when you use your 1000 Trial, your Jade Style will become Jade Style Pursuit, like what it say here, Jade Style Pursuit. And with Jade Style Pursuit, you hit the target that get this costs 1 stone. I call this stone, some people call it gem, but I just used to call it stone. Like this 5 stone, so it costs 1. Jade Moist Pursuit, so increase your Jade Style Pursuit. So in the damage, the combat state, Jade Style Pursuit will always be the top damage, and Dragon Strike won't do that much damage. So when you're on, when your blade is on black, it's called Jade Style. When you have the living rock, this one, living rock, your blade will light up. When it light up, it's called Jade Style Sharp Blade. So this is basically for this one. And this is the living rock state. And soul tempering. So this regen 1 stone, 1 hit regen 1 stone. And then when you have skill with haste, like 10% haste, so right now I don't have haste, it's like 4%. When you hit the target, you only get 1 stat. So when I change the combination to 10% one, from 1 you increase 2, so it becomes 2. Now I have 3. So the last one, is it last one? Yeah, need 1 more. So to use this, you need 35 vitality. So the last, when this go 10 step, you increase your next damage. So it's best that this plus this, you increase the damage. So later I will show you the rotation that I'm doing. Every time I hit, I will add in this just to increase a bit damage. This is called soul tempering. Yeah. And this is basically the damage. And for 1000 trial master build, because of I keep getting mistake, I keep making mistakes, so I myself have to practice a lot. Like the way a warrior DPS, he can do really high damage, just that you have a lot of things to press within a few seconds. You have a lot of buttons to press. Later I will show you the rotation. And this one is the Solitude Formation. This is your main damage buff. But this one, for warrior, 1000 trial build, you need this human domain. This is the amount of Jade Style pursuit you do, you will amplify the damage. So within I think it's the duration is what, 15 seconds, and then you have this. So when you use this and the boss run away, you can press it again, and then if you only can use it one time to reposition this formation. And like just now, when I'm run out of the formation, I will not get the buff. So you and the boss have to get inside this formation. So it's a bit, when you're running dungeon or raid, if the tank pull the boss away from your formation, that's it, you lose a lot of damage. Last time we doesn't have a reposition skill, so whenever the tank moves the boss away, your damage will drop a lot. Now you at least have one reposition of formation, so it's help, but you still have to be careful where you drop the formation. Then this widespread melting, so without this Glyph, it's like 81 cooldown, and it's an instant cast. Firestone give you when you use the Heaven and Earth Glyph. This cooldown will become 54, and then it will regen your stone one by one, and it's not like give you 5 stone straight away. So this cooldown, because our haste is not really that high, so always use this widespread melting with your formation. You have to be careful with it, like don't waste it. And with this, so with this it will give you another buff. Later I will show you. Everstone is your CC. Only in this area, as you can see, you will do this animation, and your enemy will get crystallized. And this is your Harry, is your interrupt. If you guys play Spearmaster interrupt is AoE. It's not a target, so you can use it right straight away. And if you are playing from Spearmaster to Warrior, the interrupt, you have to be careful. It's like you interrupt this target, you need to select the target and then use interrupt. If there's no target, you can't use the interrupt. Only you get close to it. And when you use the interrupt, it's 2.5 radius of this target, 2.5 meter radius of this target. It's a AoE. It's like an AoE, but you need to target one target first before it can like within the range 10-meter range. And the other thing is like Spear Master is a AoE interrupt. It's a front colon. Anyone that stands inside that AoE colon, you will get interrupts straight away. So the difference between Spear Master and Warrior is the interrupts like this. And this is our CC break. And Mountain Retreat, I don't really use it. Now this skill has become Smash Golden Shell. Like if you are going to, when the boss is getting to knock down because of the Golden Shell, it will deplete as everyone is hitting. All these skill plus together, so this is doing a high Golden Shell damage. So now this skill become, we use it to knock down the boss. And this, I can't pronounce that. So this skill is, I just call it Jade. When you use it, it will give you a cloud top. It's like the purple Glyph. So when you use the purple Glyph, use it on the target, you will get a buff. This is Absolute Force of Cloud. This increase your Jade Style pursuit by 110%. So you have to use it all inside the rotation of Solitude Formation. Because of this blessing, it will like without that buff, we are doing 100%. With this buff, we are doing 110% when you are in this formation. So it increase the last hit. The last hit of the shot, the Jade Style pursuit, the last hit of it. Oh yeah, and the other one is, I forgot to say, like when you use the 1000 Trowel, this is the 4 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for me, I already play Warrior very long time, so I know how to look at his animation. I don't count how many I hit, I look at the Warrior animation, because I like to hold down my left mouse button. I like to hold it down. So for me is when I use 1000 Trowel, 1, 2, 3, 4, when he go down, you just have to practice. I also have to, last time I practiced it a lot. So you have to look at the animation rather than counting how many hit you hit. Because I don't like to left click too much. I don't like to spam my left click. I like to hold down my left click. So I rather look at this, how I play Warrior. I like to look at the animation and then to use what skill in the rotation. So for the next skill, the Rush, this is like most of the time I use this skill to run away from boss, or I need to drop down the boss Golden Shell. And the other one is I use it on it's a CC. It crystallize the mob for 2 seconds. So it's very short window. It's just like, this is 6 seconds. They call it petrified or something, but I like to call it crystallized because your enemy will have a aura like a crystal like that. So I like to call it crystallized. And then this is your Lightning. Lightning is your DR for Warrior DPS. For tank, there is no DR. There will only be increased movement speed. So the difference for this skill between Warrior DPS and Warrior tank, when you use this skill, don't use your left yet. 4 seconds, you will get DR for damage reduction for 4 seconds and increase your movement speed. If you use it like this, you use your lightning and then use your left, it will do a front charge and your buff will gone. So for warrior, he have like how many? 3 DR plus this is another DR. So 40% DR, 3 40% DR, you got 4 40% DR. So warrior don't really die much in raid or dungeon. Just be careful how you use your DR. This is the Jade Bone. It was just say what is the skill. I don't really use this. I seldom use it. So if you want to use this, you can add these two together, so it become what, 80% DR? I believe so. Unless they change it, because it's been very long I play warrior. Since last time I played on Taiwan server. So to cancel the animation for Jade Bone, when you cast Jade Bone, use your lightning, you'll get both buff. The other one is when you use Jade Bone, you can jump to cancel the animation. Same for tank one. Later I will make another video about tanking. You can jump to cancel the animation. Okay, so this one is your shift. This is your blade heart. This don't really need to use it. This skill, now the damage is like so low. This skill only can be used when the boss get knocked down. It means that the boss golden shell bar have depleted to 0, and then the boss you'll knock down. When the boss knocked down, you can use this blade start. But I'm not recommend it because you have a lot of damage come from your rotation rather than use this shit, because the damage is not high at all. And this is what Jade Chant. As you can see, it will say weak skill. So if you use it on the tank, like Berserker tank, Warrior tank, Spirit Warrior tank, and yeah, Warrior tank, Spirit Warrior tank, Spear Master tank, Berserker tank. When you use it on them, you will get a DR buff. It's a 5% reduced damage buff. It will show you up here. And then for melee DPS will be Spear Master, Berserker, Spell Sword, Blade Storm. Assassin is Reaper DPS. Dragon Might is Warrior. When you Warrior and Spirit Warrior, when you use it on them, it increases your critical hit by 5%. And Mastery, increase your Mastery by 3% is used on ranged DPS, like Bard DPS, Summoner, Fox Mage. I recommend you use it on Fox Mage because of this Glyph. When you use it on Fox Mage, it will increase from 3% to 4.5%. And then when you use it on healer, you increase your total HP. When I play warrior tank, I like to use it on healer to increase my total HP. And if my teammate have a Fox Mage, I will use it on the Fox Mage. It will increase the buff, increase by 50%. And then Stone Spike, you can look it up. You will say, I think this mostly is what, PvP. Yeah. So this one, Geomancy, when you use it, you will do a dancing. After this dance, you will get the buff. This is finding Earth Gathering node. You can use this and go farm Earth Gathering node, like in the world map. It's useful if you are leveling up your Master Crafter. I don't really use it. So, and this is basically the 1000 Trial Master and all the skill is. Next is the Blessing. So with the Blessing, Soulforce Fusion is your 1000 Trial Master will not go on cooldown when you use it. And your, so like these two, when you use this, it will not go on cooldown. But when you use your Towering Glyph, it will go on cooldown. And when you change it, your 1000 Trial will go on cooldown, and your Towering Glyph will not go on cooldown. And that is the difference. And this is your main damage. Jade Moist, it will change the Dragon Strike into the Jade Moist Pursuit that increase your Jade Style Pursuit, like just now I say. And Melting is when you are casting, when you're casting the Purple Glyph, this one, Purple Glyph, it will give you the Absolute Force of Cloud, and the other one is the Widespread Melting. Like when you use it, it will give you the buff straight away. But for this one, you have to cast the Purple Glyph, it will give you the buff, and this buff can get to 3. So be careful if you didn't use up and then you spend another Purple Glyph, your buff will still at 3. The maximum stack is 3. It will not get higher than 3. So sometimes I screw up my rotation, I forgot to use up, then it's a waste of your DPS. And then this one is just increase your Jade Style Sharp Blade and Jade Style Pursuit by 40%. And this one is the formation. Just for Jade Style Pursuit, it will increase the damage. The first hit is 40%, third hit, the second hit 60%, and then third hit is 80%. 100 when you don't have the Absolute Force of Cloud. When you have the Absolute Force of Cloud, it's 110%. Okay. Is there anything I missed? So for this one, generate 1 point of stone. This is your main. You have to use this. And as a 1000 Trial Master build, these two is a must to take. Like for Warrior and Spirit Warrior, your Grave doesn't really increase your damage. It just help you to neutralize your class resource. Like you have a better regen of your class resource. And this one is just reduce the cooldown and change the instant 5 stone become 1 stone at the time. Like for a few seconds, you will regen another stone. And I like to get this Inner Fragrance. And this one is because if you don't have much thing to get, this one is for Towering Glyph build. So this two is for PvP. The only thing you can get this will change your CC break. When you use your CC break, it will deal some damage, but I don't really use it for damage. And mostly we use it in PvP. So what about this skill? Cracking Jade Jewelry. You receive a stack of Jade Waterfall, this one. For 6 seconds after dodging, you can trigger the buff for Grave every 90 seconds. So what it means that when you use your shift dodge, it will give you the buff. This one, Jade Waterfall, a 40% DR, like this. Hit the target, your cooldown will be faster, but it's like 2-3 seconds. So it's so wasted. Like I said before, when you use your Jade Waterfall, when you use your your left mouse button, the buff will gone. So if we use your shift and you don't hit the target in time, the cooldown is 1 minute. if you hit the target in time, the cooldown will be like a few seconds. So this one we mostly use it in PvP or for tanking when you need extra DR. But basically we don't really use it as DPS because we already have 4 DR. Just learn how to use it, like when you slowly play this game. And this is the Glyph that I recommend to get. These two, and then this is just to increase Force Mage buff for Jade Chant, and that's it. Okay, I will get on to the, oh yeah, wait, I have one skill that I forgot to say is the 10 side. This one, 1000 Mountain. This for DPS warrior. This is only single target. I mostly use it in PvP or I want to reduce the boss golden shell bar. It doesn't say right here. It didn't say it will reduce the golden shell bar, but last time I tested out, it will reduce the target golden shell, like the smash golden shell. So it's a single target and it costs 1 stone. That's why when I DPS I don't really use it. You can use it as a CC, but mostly I use it in PvP, like to CC one target. And it will pull to your, it only pull to you when you taunt the target, so this is only for tank. But if for DPS, it costs you 1 stone, and it's only CC one single target. So I don't really use it unless I need the smash golden shell. And yeah, okay, I think I got all the skill. So for warrior DPS, there is a lot of buff that you need to keep track. I will share this in the Google Sheet at the description there. If anyone need, just copy this down and then paste into, like, this is the quick bar, this additional bar. You have to find additional effect bar 1 and drop it down where you want it to be, and then show own effect list, this one. For me, I don't like to monitor target effect. Like for example, you can monitor the poison. Like you can monitor the target poison, but I don't like to do that because when you use the additional buff, when you use the additional effect buff for target effect, it will show everyone that is have this skill on the target, on the boss. Like if you have 4 warrior, there will be 4. So it's hard to keep track which one is your one. And to know which one is yours, there will be a little arrow, but this arrow is not really easy to see. So for the debuff, I like to use the effect bar. Show bar, show debuff, only mine and target. Activate target effect bar. So for default, this target effect bar is at the top and the target info is at the top. I don't like to look here, so I bring it down. There is the link on my description that teach you guys how to make the additional quick bar, all that in one of my YouTube video. You guys, if you need, you can go check it out. And this is the target casting bar. I just put it in the middle, so when the boss or the target is casting, I can straight away know and interrupt the boss or the mob in time. Yep. The defense trainee dummy, why I do use fight against this dummy is because there's no difference in terms of damage. This let me get out of combat much faster when I'm making video or when I'm practice my rotation. This, when you fight original training dummy, you need like 10 to 20 seconds to get out of battle. It takes too long, man. So I like to use this. This just get out of battle for 1-2 seconds. Rotation I will show you just now. I record the video that I did. So for this just now, what I did the rotation, the start of it, use the Shimmering Jade and then wait for it. For me, I wait around 7. When this left 7, I start the rotation. I put it on slow motion so that you guys can have a better look. So at 7, I use the Dragon Strike. After Dragon Strike, I use the left hit to get this. To get the stone, when it reach 10 stack, you will get the damage buff times 1. That means, yeah, increase the damage a bit. So after your right, I straight away use 1000 Trial Master and then hit 4 hit of Jade Pursuit, Jade Style Pursuit. So the time left 4, and around 6, the 4th hit will be done. So and like 6, 4, I already use all my 4 hit, and then by this one you will press. I press right again to get this buff up. After this, I will use the Shimmering Jade plus the melting, this one, together with this, the formation. Like you see, this is like so far, so it's hard to tell you guys when I'm DPS. Like when I press it and I say it, it's like my brain you can't handle it. It's like this. Why we use the Shimmering Jade? Because there's an animation. To cancel the animation, you can cancel it by using the 1000 Trial or by using the melting, this one, the yellow one. So you can cancel the animation, and which animation is this one. This animation, when you press it, he will rotate the blade. But by doing that, like you can use the 1000 Trial or the melting to cancel the animation for this one. As you can see, it's really fast. Hit the right, and then I press this. And then I press 1000 Trial again. I have left 3 seconds to use it. And I finish it. Use Dragon Strike. Remember, before you use Shimmering Jade, remember to use this buff. Sometimes I make mistake, like I didn't use this buff, so it become wasted. So you have to practice a lot of time to get used to it. Use this, use the buff, and then use the Shimmering Jade, and then cancel the animation with your 1000 Trial Master, and you have this up again. and this like the last hit of it. But if you like, you have to practice it to like everything, like all your buff have to squeeze in the window of your formation. After the formation end, the damage will increase. Your damage will increase. This is why you have to use like the Shimmering Jade and the melting in the duration of the formation, so that your damage will increase by a lot. So I let you see normal speed of this. And this is the duration of it. Always use your soul tempering and then Thousand Trial. And like always look at your Shimmering Jade, because this have 15-second cooldown. It's so fast, like in a split second this will be fast, this will be ready. So sometimes I also forgot to use it. So when it's out, use your soul tempering, and then this and this and this. So one stack of Shimmering Jade is 15 seconds, 2 stack is 30 seconds. So when your formation left cooldown left 30 seconds, don't use your Shimmering Jade again. Now it still can use it. The next one still can use it. So like in this one, like 32 seconds, you don't want to use this buff again anymore. And you will not touch this melting also. So like I'm not using, I wait for the buff. So wait for it until 10, 9. I use it on around 8 or 7 seconds, because this cooldown, no, this within 15-second window of the purple Glyph, if you don't use it, it will be gone. So if you time it well, when your formation is ready, your buff, you still can throw it out. So the force of cloud, you still have the buff. And this will become to the start of the rotation that I did. And then when it's going to ready, it's at left 4 seconds. After this, I will throw it out, so I get this buff, and then I use soul tempering, the Shimmering Jade, melting, formation, and the rotation will start over again. So that's why when I say warrior 1000 trial build is hard to play, is because of this. Like everything is by few seconds. Within a few second window, you have to press a lot of button. So this build is not easy to play. So I only can say like practice more on the training dummy. So when this on cooldown, it will be the same, like every time you soul tempering, 1000 trial. When you have Shimmering Jade, Soul Temple, and then Shimmering Jade, the Thousand Trial. I haven't memorized all the name yet, so I have to think what is the name called. So you have to practice without formation, and the other one is practice with formation. And then when you can you master it, practice both together, with formation and without formation, and you have to fight for 5 minutes. Why we do it for 5 minutes? Because the damage is what around the same when you did it in great bosses. I will put this in the another video of doing training dummy. I didn't show you guys when I do the rotation and fight, because when you are using the warrior 1000 trial build, it's so hard to talk and press all so much button. And yeah, you have to practice with the formation and without the formation. So it's like I can do it again. Use this first, and then Dragon Strike, Soul Tempering, 1000 trial, Soul Tempering, like this. Like if you wait too long, because this only have 8 seconds, that's why I can't really talk and press. The buff will gone, so just have to like practice this, press this, and this. Why I say this is because I haven't really memorized the name of it. Soul Tempering, Shimmering Jade, 1000 trial, Out Poison, Soul Tempering. It's like the name for the English name is so hard to say. Shimmering Jade, it's like my English sucks, I know. It's like some of my pronunciation is really a lot of people have told me about it, but I can't help it. That's how my English is. The accent, I can't change it. So it's just too hard for me to say. I only can say that put on slow motion when you see my dummy video. Try to see what I press. It's like I know that the left and right will not show here when I press it. Just remember, whenever I want to use the Shimmering Jade, I will use Soul Tempering, Shimmering Jade, 1000 trial, and then the purple Glyph. And that basically it. If you have any question, like you can go see my Twitch live stream. A lot of people is there like ask me question, I always answer them. So but the time that I stream mostly is like 10 or 9 PM EST. Now I stream mostly every day. So and the other one that I want to say is when you are leveling, I will do it like this. When you are leveling, before you get this Shimmering Jade, because this you only can get as student 1, so from beginner level 1 to 36 you can't get this skill. So by using this build, you can just put Dragon Strike, it will become the Moist on the Rock Dragon Strike, and then use your normal attack, the enemy will die. Oh, and the other thing is to spread this poison to other mob, use your left mouse. It will spread to other target. For this stone moist, is it called moist? Whatever. And yeah, for leveling, and this for Oh yeah, there's another one. Is the what state are we going for? This is 180. For me the 165 equipment doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just get any gear that is 165. It's like for me, I don't care. Any gear that is 165, I will just use it. 185 is you have to get the correct state. 185, and I will not put in any Talisman for 165. I will not do that. And for the Jade socket, it's like I don't really have enough, and this I'm just testing because I'm not sure why I can't select this. Like I can't select. I'm not sure is it bug or what, but I can select it in my own socket. This one is so it's like 165. Like I can't select anything. This yesterday I make up I use the combination tool. I still can put socket 2, but right now I can't socket it anymore. Like all this I can't socket it. I'm not sure why. I think it's the combination tool bug or something. So for me, I test 4%, 5% or 10% haze. 5% the way I DPS is like it's not, the difference is very close. It's not like very high, and I like 10% haze better. I'm not sure why, because I think that the rotation is so much smooth compared to 5% haze. And 5%, I know that the damage will be much higher, but it's not smooth at all. I feel like 10% haze is not bad. For me, I will go for 10% haze. And right now, because of precision, you want to try to get to like 91 or 92. And I didn't, because my blood revert rank is still low like most people. So my next blood revert, I will buy the one that give us precision. This one. I will not buy the quick one. Precision is the one that I need. This will increase our precision because Astral Essence, to get to Hoopen, we need 35, around 35 or 40. So until we get to Hoopen, try to stack precision. Yeah. This one I also get concentration, because haze you can use it on your ring, your earring, and your, this one is necklace. Yeah, necklace. So this one I get haze. So for how I equip this, your head you don't want haze, you want the mastery. If not, your damage will become very low. And your chest is physical strength and mastery. Your bracelet and belt is haze and mastery, and both Talisman is mastery. This for the headgear is your concentration. Why I get this is because my tank can also use the concentration. And for this one, precision and mastery. For your pants, I will not get the haze one, because right now we really need precision. And your shoe, to get to 10% haze, I rather sacrifice some of the precision on shoe and get haze, because I don't want to change my relic and my weapon to haze. Weapon and 3 relic, all is non-haste. Mastery, Precision for weapon. Physical strength. Yeah, all this is mastery without haste. And for the Jade, I will try to get the Precision in. You have to see how much Precision you have. When I know that 180 is not that fast to get, so maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later, or even 1 month later. So it's really depend on the state. You have to look at the state, how much state. If my Precision is really enough, I can get more damage. I think this side you can get the mastery, and then this one is crit. Yeah, physical strength and crit. This one, like Precision, if you don't need, you can get crit. And for this one, I get physical strength and mastery. And for your necklace, is haste necklace, and then the green one is haste. You can see if socket in class relic or if socket in necklace and ring. So remember, don't put in the wrong Jade. So this 3 is class relic. This necklace and ring is necklace and ring precisely. So yeah, and necklace and ring power plus 4.6. This is so much better right now, because this increase our basic attribute. And for basic attribute, for the Foxmate Spring Prayer, the buff, it gives us 2% buff. So it is also increase our power. And the other one is Foxmate Healer. When she use the damage buff, it also increase our power. So it will increase our main attribute, or you call it basic attribute. So I like to get basic attribute in the ring and necklace if I can. Yeah. And for the earring, also haste, and then Soulforce is this one is for melee. For what I see, this one is for melee, and the laser beam is for range. Don't use the wrong one. I'm not sure the armor piercing light beam can be used on melee. Maybe we can, but for this one you don't want to use it on range because it's a physical melee attack. Just remember, don't put the wrong one. And I think the next one is I think I will level this one to max first, like Faint Rain. It increases your physical attack and magic attack by 5%. I think 5% is my own, because I get to see your own. Press Y, go to collection, press rare treasure, this is yours. Level 3, 5%. And this one is what? This is level 2. So what this means is, every time you open the Soulforce chest, you select Frame Rain, you have to use it. When you use it, it increases 10 points. So what this means is, to get to rank 4, you need another 3 more. The same Frame Rain, you will level up. And this one is the same also. You need Misama Rain, another 2 more, you will get to rank 3. So right now for season 2, I'm not sure what is the max level. Maybe it's 1-4, maybe it's 11. Like here it show up to 11. Maybe it's 11, maybe it's 14. Maybe they will increase the maximum level as we go on. For that, I'm not really sure. Or you can balance these 2 buff out. And yeah, for me, I will go for 10% for 180. And for 160, I don't really care. because the damage difference is not really that big. These, when you get like 165, when you get 10% haste, your damage will drop a lot. So it's best that you go for 4% or whichever gear you get, just use it. 165. Yeah, and this is for the 1000 trial build. I will make another video to talk about the towering build. It's like today I test very long for just to make a perfect rotation for 1000 trial build. It's like I been fighting for like what 2-3 hours on the training dummy. So practice make perfect. I just want to make a perfect rotation, but in somewhere I still make mistake. Like it's so hard because there's really too much thing to press within few second window. Okay, is there any more? Oh yeah, so for our Astral Essence right now, we only get 16. For me, I get 16. There's still another few more dungeon I haven't do yet. So I'm not sure what is the, maybe it's 18 or 19. So for Crystal Warrior, Hoopen is our main goal, but this need around 35 or 40. So there's two ways to go. Like you can get until here, there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's like 20 points you can get until here. Or you can try to get this Kaising, Kensing, critical hit rate. Because all these it doesn't, the HP precision, like all these three nodes is not really that strong. You can try to come to here, get this, or you can come to here, physical attack, and see which node that you want to get. And for Warrior, right now his state is mostly mastery is your main, but before you want to go for your main, your precision must reach 100. The other one is your haste can be 10% or 15% or 20. But right now it's really hard to get that, so 10% for 180 is really enough, and 165 for around 4%. And then your main state is your mastery. Right, if you look at the gear, the more haste you get, the less mastery you get. So you have to balance it up. So this one, yeah. So mastery is still your main damage. And I think that's all for. If I miss anything, just tell me in the comment down below. I think that's about food. Right now it's best that we eat pre-section, but not this one. We have to eat the new food. I haven't go make it yet. Increase your pre-section, because if you precise too much, your precise is equal to miss. Like this state, precise is equal to miss. So when you hit the target, you don't want the target to precise too much. Right now it doesn't precise. This is the precise. because we have to try our best to get to 100% so that we don't precise much. And precise is the RNG. Sometimes people precise a lot, sometimes people don't. And if you're unlucky, when you crit, it all get precise, then your damage will become very low. So try to get to 91 or 92 precision, and then get haste, and then get mastery. In the future, when our precision is 100%, haste is around 15 or 20%, your main state will be mastery. You can get crit also. Yeah, I think it's too early to say the end game. And yeah, that's it for this warrior 1000 trial DPS guide. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any question, can comment down below, like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. See ya. Bye bye.